Monique, how are you?
I'm doing great, James. How are
Thank
you?
you. I'm good, thank you. Pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Likewise, it's a
Thank
pleasure
you
to
for taking
have
the
you here
time.
today.
Yes, yes. No, thank you for taking the time to come on Entrepreneur Monday. I'm excited because as a man who sends flowers and gives flowers as gifts, I like the fact that your flower company just has a wonderful array of different type of flowers that we're going to get into. So tell me a little bit about your story, your background, so that people know how you got started, and let's get going.
Absolutely. So I got started approximately 2.5 years ago. After I graduated school in Texas, I decided to move back to California, and I started working for like a corporate-like company, and that was absolutely my dream after finishing business school. So I started working for this company, and then COVID started. So what happened? I was laid off along with 140 of us.
Oh wow.
Yes, and during that time, I was also going through a divorce, so I wasn't sure what to do. But my dream has always been to be an entrepreneur. So I began, doing flower arrangements. One day, an advertisement came up of a flower company in Texas, and it was very distinct to what I do now. But it caught my eye, and I was like, well, I could do that. I had no experience, I had never even worked with flowers.
So what
And
made not to cut you off, but what made you think that you could do it when you saw it? What gave you that inspiration? Say, you know what, I could do this.
you know what? I've always been very artistic. I like to draw, I like to decorate. I've just been very artistic, and I pay a lot of attention to detail, to colors and textures and stuff.
Okay,
So it was
nice.
something that really inspired me. And I remember like $300 in my savings account. And I'm like, I'm going to go buy some flowers and some
I love
boxes,
it.
stick them in. And that's really how my story began. I never thought this would actually turn into a business. It was just more of an instinct. I started like as a hobby to get away from the fact that I was let go from my job, to get away
Right.
from the fact that I was going through some personal issues at home. So it was just a way for me to get out of my current state of mind, and it really
Good.
helped out.
Good. I'm happy to hear it. That is very motivating that you took $300 and a passion. Not only did you take a passion, you took a passion and a mindset, which a lot of people don't have both of those, right? A lot of people have talent or they'll have passion and they don't put them both together, but you had a talent, passion, and you had enthusiasm with a little bit of money, and here we are today on Entrepreneur Monday, and you made it happen while being laid off and going through a divorce. That is to be credited to you, not only as a wonderful person but a
And
great woman.
thank you. I appreciate it. And to be quite honest with you, I never really thought that anyone would purchase from me. It was the whole COVID situation. And I remember I posted on the Neighbor app,
Okay.
and my neighbors, my local neighbors, would order small arrangements, nothing, large, just very simple stuff. And my prices were so inexpensive, I didn't know what to price things at.
Right.
So I
That
think
happens all
that's what
the time.
really helped me to get clientele, because my prices were very inexpensive, and I was very detailed, even to the bow, to the little diamonds. It's very
Wonderful.
different. When I started, my style was very different from today. I think I've evolved through time, but I
Okay.
think that my especially my neighborhood was so supportive. Even though I had never met so many of them, now I can say near me, they've been so supportive, and it was all through the Neighbor app. To be quite honest with you, prior to creating my Instagram.
Okay, wonderful. So, and the neighbor app was able to bring you in business consistently.
Yes, so it started maybe like once a week, then twice, then three times, and it just, I decided to one day go to the market and purchase more inventory. I didn't know what wholesalers, I didn't know anything, truthfully. I had no guidance, no nothing. And I'm just so grateful to be in the position that I am today, and truthfully, I'm living a dream.
Wonderful. I love to hear that because I can hear the passion in your voice about that. And that's one thing I always tell the entrepreneurs and business owners. When there's a passion in the business owner's voice and their personality, then you know you're going to get great customer service. You know you're going to have a great product, and you know that they care about what they're giving you as a consumer. So your money is well spent and worth it.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you. And like I said, I never imagined that this would be a business till this day. I don't feel like I'm working. I wake up in the mornings and I'm literally living my dream.
Good deal.
Um, yeah, for any occasion, even for like a funerals, it just makes me feel so much better when I can bring a little bit of peace
Right.
um, to occasions of any event, whether it's a 15, whether it's just the birthday. I really put in all my passion and my heart into what I do.
You go all in. Now tell me, how long
Yeah.
have you been in business so far?
Approximately 2 years now, two and a
Two
half years.
years. Okay.
Yes. And now
And
I'm actually giving classes as well.
really, okay, tell me about that a little bit.
So how it started is that I was doing my arrangements. Never did it cross my mind to teach something that I wasn't confident in yet.
Okay.
However, I would receive so many messages from girls who were going through, certain life situations that bring
Right.
good.
Right.
And they would you teach me? Would you teach me? And at the beginning, I was hesitant. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to teach. But I started getting so many messages of women that were in similar situations to I, or that were uncomfortable or unhappy with their jobs or with their personal lives at home. So it really motivated me for me to help them.
Okay.
And now, like I say, whether they take a class or not, my doors have always been open to them. And, I try to show what I know how to do. However, like I said, I never felt like I was ready until I started receiving so many support from the people that followed me and told me, you know what, there's something within you and you can teach.
Right.
And, my first classes, I was a little hesitant, but now it just makes me feel so great when I'm able to actually inspire them, when I see their business growing, because I also teach marketing, I teach business strategies, and not only flowers.
Right. Okay, good. And as a result of that, the women that come to your class, they feel it's a stress reliever for them. It's
Yes.
a comfort for them. It's a mental state change. It's almost like going to yoga and releasing and
Yes.
what's the word, wusa. That's how they feel when they come to your class.
Yes, and to be quite honest with you, many of them won't even do it as a business, but just to get away from their daily lives and
Right.
experience something different. You meet new people. It's more of a you meet so many girls within your age group, with out of your age group. I mean, it's just a community where you're just positive reinforcement of whatever you're going through your life, whether it's you want to open your business or whether you're having personal issues. So it's truthfully, it's more therapeutic for me in the aspect that your mind just flows away from anything that you're going through.
Okay. Now tell me, we mentioned you get the flowers for funerals, marriages, weddings, just for men or women who want to show their significant other some love. What is your most common request for flowers? Meaning that is the pink rose, is the hundred? Because I'm looking at your Instagram right now, and this thing is absolutely. I'm seeing so many beautiful flowers on here. It makes me want to go on a date just to give somebody some flowers. I got to find a date first, but it makes me want to go get one just to give some flowers. But these arrangements are absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
What is the most requested, and what occasions do you give flowers for?
A most requested occasion is mainly anniversaries and birthdays.
Okay.
However, right now it's trending like on TikTok and social media to have the 100 rose bouquets.
Right.
They're known as ramos buchones.
Say
So
that one more time.
yes, so buchon in the Latin
No, say
community,
the whole word one more time.
buchon,
No, you said it's known as what now?
ramos buchones.
Ramos Muchones.
Yes, so it's
Did
a trending
I
like
say that good?
hashtag arrangement, and it just signifies like luxury, big, massive. So it's usually arrangements over 100 roses, and those are trending
Oh
a lot. So I do get a
yes.
lot of requests for those, and also I do personalized custom boxes,
Okay.
and I have a very unique way of doing them. So I think that that's mainly my most requested. So custom boxes and the ramos buchones,
It's Ramos Muchones.
buchones, yes,
Ramos Muchones.
yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm saying that right. You're giving me a Spanish. So
Yeah, so it's like
I
I
want to
said, it's
search
more.
the hashtag also. I want to look at it. But I love these arrangements that you have. So you can do the 100 roses, because I do see those on Instagram and TikTok where these women that carry around these humongous bouquets. You do those as well.
I do, yes.
And now tell us, I know where you are, but tell everybody where you're located and the areas that you service.
So I'm located in Ontario. I'm right across Ontario Mills. I
Okay,
have a home occupation permit, so I actually work from home.
wonderful.
However, I do my business is registered, but what I mainly do is I do orders online. So that's mainly what I do. And when I do teach classes, what I do is I'll rent a location, and usually it's at a larger location, whether it's
Okay,
outdoors, indoors, and such. However,
got
I'm located in Ontario. I service Los Angeles, Orange County, Riverside County, San Bernardino County. We go up to approximately 50 miles.
it. Okay. Either way, whether it be Riverside
Either way.
County, LA. Okay, good deal. And then how do people order from you?
Usually it's through Instagram. We do Facebook as well. I have my phone number and ads. Sometimes I just get random calls as well. Word of mouth, neighbor app. So there's various ways of ordering, but mainly it's through Instagram. I would say most of my traffic.
Okay, wonderful. And then if I want to place an order with you, what's my timeline I should expect in advance so I know how long in advance to? Because I don't want to say, okay, I need it in the next 2 hours. That's unrealistic. Or
So
is it unrealistic? How does that work?
it's realistic, to be quite honest with you.
Oh,
I have a
great.
fridge. Everything's converted, so I
Okay.
do keep flour on a daily basis. However, the arrangement style varies on how fast I can have it. So if you,
I
for
understand.
example, want an all rose bouquet, if I have it available, I'll make it within an hour.
Okay.
However, if it's a more extensive or tedious where I have to cut wood, or it's a standing arrangement or something very custom, I do require minimum 2 to 3 day notice.
Okay. That makes sense. So people can prepare in advance for their,
Correct.
yeah, for their anniversaries and birthdays and different
Yes,
occasions.
because everything we do, James, is very custom. So, for example, for standing arrangements, I actually have to draw them out
Oh
on a
wow.
sketch, and then I have to cut them out in with wood, make sure that it's sturdy enough, and then we have to prep the entire wood in order for us to actually put the arrangement. So, for things like that, we do require 2 to 3 days, since it
Okay.
is an entire process.
Okay, good deal. I like that. Now, tell us about your business goal from the entrepreneur side. Would you like to expand? Would you like to franchise? Where would you like to see your business go from your permitted garage to grow further that you can also inspire other entrepreneurs?
Of course. So I'm currently looking for a standing location or
Okay.
storefront, you could say. I've looked at a few. I think I'm ready to take that step. The only I would say obstacle I face at the moment is I have my clientele. However, I do feel that at this particular time, how the economy is, I don't know if it's the right thing to do at this particular time, especially in
Right.
my area and the cost of living. However, I do want to expand. I don't want to become a franchise. I
Okay.
do want to ensure that I have, not control, but I'm able to manage exactly what I want to show on my business and be physically there to see
Okay.
how things are done. However, I do want to expand to where I have a studio to teach other and inspire other students. So I want to have not a storefront where you go in and purchase a bouquet that's already pre-done,
Right.
but more of a studio for custom work and a place for other students to come in and feel like they have a place, whether they have the space in their home or not, to work.
Okay.
So that's my ultimate goal. Excuse me, that's my ultimate goal. But I am within the next year, so I do hope to have my storefront. Like I said, it's just at the moment, I have the ability to open it. I'm just scared, or I have that fear to expand,
I
and
understand
perhaps
that.
with the economy how it's going
Right.
right now, not do well. So I hopefully within the next year or so, I'm able to find that perfect spot where I feel financially it's a good decision for me.
You want to be cautious, right?
I
Because
do. I
many
want to be
businesses
very
go
cautious.
in and we get hype and we look at it and say, okay, we're going to go rah rah shish by, and then things change. And the last 3 years since COVID has hit, everything on the planet has changed. Nothing
Yes,
has been the same,
absolutely.
and I understand that.
And to be quite honest with you, from a business
Please,
perspective as well, I feel like I'm very cautious.
okay,
However, sometimes we're complacent where we're currently at, and have fear to actually invest because it's a big investment. So we
absolutely,
have fear to take that step of leap. However, you don't know what the future might bring. So it
right,
might be, it might just be me being afraid to take that step. However, I do want to break that barrier, and that is one of my goals, because I feel like I am ready for it. However, I do have clientele, that I know would follow me anywhere I go. From my home, sometimes I have to 7 to 10 arrangements on a weekend.
oh wow.
Uh, so I do very large volumes now, and I'm just so grateful for all the support that I've received from, my neighborhood overall, family, friends.
Speaking of that, how many do you have to help you? So I know you're not in there by yourself. How does that? How does the staff work? Are
So
your children helping you? Friends? How's that working?
So I do have help on certain dates when I have a lot of work. I do have a floral community. I allow the girls that help me or friends come in and help me. For example, for Mother's Day, we were a team about 9 or 10 of us.
Oh
I
wow.
had someone processing flowers, which is, ensuring that everything's cut and hydrated prior to our use.
Right.
And then I had about 6 to 7 florists on the floor. I was more of managing and ensuring that, everything was processed correctly. We have delivery. It's a whole team for big events. I can't do everything by myself.
Sure.
However, on weekends where I do have a lot of work, I do get local florists that are my friends to come and help me as well. We support each other. When they need me, I go. And then, of course, I do have occasional employees that will come in as needed.
Okay, good.
But mainly on a daily basis, it's me. But for any big events like weddings, quinceañeras, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, or if I have just large events for any occasion, I've done a few like concert events as well.
Okay.
Um, so a lot of like orders for like influencers and such, I do get help to come and help me since they're very particular events.
Good. The one thing I like that you said is you get other floors to come in,
Yeah,
and that you don't hear a lot of people say about helping and working together with other people in the same industry. That just goes to show that you can work with other people in your
of
industry. It takes
course.
nothing away from your business, takes nothing away from your profit. It actually helps to increase because now you guys are helping each other out and making things better and bigger for the both of you to still win and make money.
To be quite honest with you, I feel like there's enough work for everyone in this industry. It's just insane. Just as much as I sell one of my local friends that she's in San Bernardino, she has just as much work as I do. And we're there to support each other because alone we couldn't do it. We bring ideas to the table, we inspire each other, motivate each other. And ultimately, to be quite honest with you, I feel that we both can teach each other something. So it makes our business better. And to be quite honest with you, I don't feel that I would be where I am today if it wasn't for the help of others,
Right. Well,
whether
good.
they're forced or not. So I don't think that. And
It
to,
takes anything away from the other
and to
person.
be quite honest with you, I feel that I'm not saying it's better or worse, but we all have our unique touches of how we do work, especially when it comes to design.
Absolutely.
So it's just things
It
are
varies
different.
from person to person.
Correct.
Yes, and that's what people want to see. People want variety in business. They don't want the same cookie cutter thing. Otherwise, we would all be doing the same thing, looking the same way, acting the same way. We don't want that. So the fact that you are both are in the same business, but give variety to each of your customers to make it distinctive says a lot about what you do.
Absolutely. And to be quite honest with you, on another topic, I do feel that many people, especially because, for example, my family would state, oh, you graduated, you have a bachelor's degree. Why are you selling flowers? A lot of people have the misconception that it's not a profitable business. But to be quite honest with you, I am so grateful and so thankful. But I'm approximately, when it comes down to income, I'm possibly making a little bit more than an area manager at my corporate job would make.
Oh
And I
wow.
work from home.
And that's beautiful. On your
And
own timeline, on something that you love, your own passion, your own upliftment, and not only that, you started this in a pandemic with $300. That in itself, excuse me, says a lot. And you've grown this much in 2 years. That's
it's
remarkable.
incredible, James. I wake up in the mornings and I can't believe this happened.
You're like, wait,
I
is this
just
real?
can't.
Do I have all these flowers? What is that? There used to be a DC character that would fight Batman, and she was a woman, but she would have all these plants and flowers, and it made me think about that. But that is a great story, and that gives inspiration to other entrepreneurs who may be wanting to give up, who may be saying this is too much, who may be saying I don't have enough money. But for you to say, again, pandemic, $300 in the account, going through a divorce, just got fired, to persevere through all of that, and 2 years later to be here, and I can see in your face the joy and the passion. Like, you're lit up right now. We need to get a commercial.
I am.
I have to get my man Vance, and he does marketing, and have him do a commercial for you and get these spots,
Thank you.
because the light in your face is a lot to display to people who want to patronize you, and that's what
Thank you.
Entrepreneur Monday is about. People bringing customers and clients to you. And if I want some flowers, I'm not going to hell with 1-800-Flowers, to hell with Conroy's, to hell with anybody besides the little street vendors sometimes in the corner that we want to help out.
I still support them though. We
Outside
have
of
to
them that
support them
I'm
as
going to
well.
help, we're bringing everybody to you. Do not use anyone
Thank
else,
you.
because this type of passion in business you don't find nowadays.
I
Everybody wants to be a
appreciate
quick dollar, a influencer, a YouTuber, whatever the case may be, to make a quick dollar. But the fact that you go this in depth, you cut it out, you build it, and you still make it happen. I'm going to make sure this goes completely viral, and we give you a lot of business before the year is out.
Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm literally living my dream every day when I wake up. I can't believe, that I work on my own schedule. But truthfully, a lot of people may think that, you leave a corporate job to work a 9 to 5 job. I literally work more than, if there was 20. There's not enough time in a day. I go to sleep sometimes at 3 a.m. I
Really?
pick up inventory at 5 a.m. But
Okay.
I don't see it as work. The other day, I was told, Monique, how do you wake up at 5:30 or 6 a.m. to go pick up inventory at times? Not every day. And I'm like, truthfully, I don't see it like as work.
Because
Previously
you
when I
live in
was
your
going through
passion.
my It's my passion. Yeah, I don't mind it. But previously when I worked for the corporate office, I would have such a hard time to wake up in the morning, and I was just so unmotivated. And now naturally it just comes to me. It's something that I enjoy and I love, and I have to do what I have to do. But there's been many times where I go to sleep at 3, 4, 5 a.m. Sometimes where I don't even sleep.
I understand.
There is a lot of work. However, like I said, I'm
It's
living
the
a
work
dream.
that you want to do. Yes.
Yes.
And while you were talking, I looked up on my phone the lady's name on that was telling you on Batman. And she Poison Ivy. That's her name.
Oh, Poison
However,
Ivy.
yeah,
Yes.
you're the good version. You know poison in you, but you're the good version of that. But it just brought that to mind. What I want to conclude with is let me know, how do we get people to you? You said the Instagram. You have a Facebook as well.
I do have a Facebook. I do have Instagram. I do have a website as well. However, since I do a lot of custom work, I don't like to have sales through there since I want to have that contact with my
Okay,
clients. I
that's
want
fine.
to create a relationship where they feel that they're comfortable sharing what their ideas are. So whenever somebody selects an arrangement, I usually tell them, tell me about that person. I want to know what the occasion is,
Right.
what are their hobbies, what are their favorite colors, because I do a lot of custom work.
Okay.
So I always ask those questions to ensure that I bring their vision to life, and as well something that the receiver is going to enjoy, something memorable that they're going to remember for the rest of their life.
And the best way to do that is to contact you personally so they can have that conversation
Correct.
on the phone or through Messenger or through your DM in order to get that understanding.
Yes, because I feel like if you book through online, I won't have that connection with you. I don't. You're ordering an arrangement, but I like to connect and know what the occasion is, what's the reason, because sometimes we're able to do things that you might not see on the website.
Okay. And I'm looking at one of you. I just like one of these pictures. You made a comment earlier. You help to do table setting direct decorations as well. So for weddings or anniversaries, do you go out and do that, or you just provide the flowers for them?
I just provide the flowers. I
Okay,
have
they set up themselves.
I do have vendors that I work with, so I'm able to, there's people that we work with and as a team and promote each other, so I can refer people to them. However,
Okay.
I mainly strictly just do flowers, the floral arrangements.
Okay. What I'm going to do, we had a young lady on, similar story to you, 26 years old. She started a business in the pandemic, got fired. Her and her mother started a business called Date Night, where they
Oh,
set
wow.
up the different dates for the at the beach or hotels. And they decorated really nice. I want to put you with her because I know she could use your services for flowers.
Awesome.
And that's
Thank
what
you. I
entrepreneur marketing
appreciate
is
it.
all about, to be able to connect people. So I'm going to put you in touch with her later just so you can connect and make it work, because I want to continue to see you grow and I want to help you to get business.
Well, I really appreciate the opportunity and allowing me to be part of your broadcast. It's awesome to be able to connect and meet new people around my community to help and empower each other.
Absolutely. And I'm going to be, I'm going to find some way to order some flowers for some occasion in the next week, right? I'm going to say, hey,
We
you
can
want
send your clients some.
You
When
know
they
what?
close
That may be
escrow.
good. Yeah, I have to, my single clients, because my
There
married
you go.
clients, they may get the wrong ideas. So I'll give my single clients some. But no, that's a great idea. And I had been looking for someone close, because I had a company I was following in Whittier. I didn't know them. I just saw them on Instagram. But I wanted somebody with those type of roses, because it's just distinctive. When I got ready to express myself to someone that I care about or dating or going out with, I wanted somebody local. So ta-da, here we are.
But to be quite honest with you, James, another misconception people has is that there
Tell me.
needs to be an occasion. And I
Okay.
feel that for flowers, it's even better when you give flowers and there's no occasion. Just to
This is a
remind
nice
someone
gesture.
that you appreciate them, that
Absolutely.
you thought of them, and
Okay.
there needs to be no occasion for that.
You're right. No, you actually correct. I have to think of somebody I care about that much to
There
give
you
it.
go. A
I'll-
family member,
yes,
someone
I'll figure
that
it out.
helps you in your business. It's a
Yes,
great way to show
it
appreciation.
really is. And then when I've gotten flowers in the past, people really do appreciate that, because it's the small gestures that make the biggest difference.
Yes,
And people appreciate that because
they
it's
do.
unexpected.
They really do, and it's something that's going to be unforgettable. It's a memory that stays within you. To me, it's not. I'm not only selling you a product.
Right.
It's also an emotion. It's a feeling. Because when you receive flowers, what do you feel? It's
You
something
feel
you're never going to forget. I've had people
exactly.
cry, and honestly, it's just the best feeling ever.
Yeah, it's flowers and memories.
It
That
is.
should be that could be a hashtag or a theme. It says flowers and memories, because
It really is.
those flowers create memories for a long time, like you said, and it builds a great emotion. It's such a, especially for women. I mean, I don't think men give other men flowers, but especially for women, when they receive that flower and you know that you care, because to go buy flowers to make someone feel better is just, it's the best feeling ever. It really is.
Yes, it is. It
It makes
truly is.
Okay, and I'm going to make sure with all of my might and our social media that whenever someone buys flowers, they think about you and they
Thank
come by.
you.
So I want to repeat the name. So, and I think I asked you off camera really quick. Lux Flower. Break that down a little bit before we go. What is the meaning of
So
that?
lux is luxury. It's the
Okay.
abbreviation, and flor is actually flower in Spanish. So it's
Okay.
luxury flowers, but
Okay.
it's Luxflor.
Oh, Luxflor.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes,
You
Luxflor, Luxflor. So lux is luxury, flor is flowers.
Okay, good. All right. I feel accomplished today because you've taught me two Spanish words I said very well. So thank you. I'm going to have to call you so often. Like, can you teach me a few more words? I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for making the time for me today. I know we've been trying to connect for a while with our schedules. However, it was worth the wait. And I'm very
Yeah.
grateful and thankful. And I love your passion and what you're going to give to the people, not only from an inspiration side, but from a business side and an entrepreneur side so they can support and get you business.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and thank you for having me, and of course allowing me and giving me time of day to be in your podcast. It really means a lot, and I hope that I'm able to inspire and help others as well.
I know you will. Thank you again and have a great rest of your day.
Likewise.
Okay, now, bye bye.
Bye.